What's up, everybody? This is Mouth for the Pizza Boy, and welcome back to my franchise. This is my series. This is Road to Super Bowl 54. This week, we're against the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Let's get straight into it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Alright, Kansas City Chiefs. I know I'm gonna have to look out for Patrick Mahomes. Amir looks all set and ready for this. I know I just got done watching the Viking game and oh my god. The Vikings mostly
the first 2 months of the regular season down.
The freaking Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons last touchdown was mostly just a gimme. Julio just got a gimme touch. Yeah, Julio's touchdown was just a gimme. He was against the rookie freaking cornerback.
Making their way out. They'll be led out by a 5th-round pick in the 2019 draft out of North Dakota State. It's Easton Stick.
I'm making Easton Stick look good. I know, after the Viking game, the Eagles game came on, I watched the rest of that. Case Keenum did look good. In his final drive, he didn't move.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh god. He did move the ball pretty well.
Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Oh shoot.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack.
Oh god, that was
on
not
a second and very long. Now Stick dancing to, and right away he lost the football.
No. I'm already making mistakes.
When the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield,
not that
or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them.
Giving Patrick Mahomes a good
return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
They do. Patrick Mahomes got good field. There's some player graphics. Sometimes they look good and sometimes you just feel like, what the fuck? But you gotta admit, mostly football games nowadays, or any type of game nowadays.
He's going to take a shot. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big return will get him all the way down.
I saw that coming. I saw Harrison.
He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward.
Oh, God. Harrison was there.
But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
If you throw in an area with Harrison Smith, 9 out of 10, Harrison's going to get that ball.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1.
Almost got hit off his touchdown.
Gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays,
let's get stick a touchdown.
That's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from this. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Easton Stick. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't
6 points
matter
is 6
there.
points.
You've got to find
point.
a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Bailey.
Look at Easton. He's loving it.
Score 7-0.
What the hell is that? Easton is memorizing the freaking defense.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I think Mahomes is thinking, no, don't go for the long pass now.
No run back here.
Or don't go in the area with her.
The 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Harrison already has
every team has in their goals. All right, #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win the division.
Mahomes, what's going on?
The biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card.
Yeah, mostly Patrick is mostly going to look for Travis Kelce
pass leads to
or Tyreek Hill
from the 25.
Those are the 2 main targets for him.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
If only Xavier was there sooner, he
got him
probably could have tried to get the
Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got him in. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They got the first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
Oh, Harrison is over there. See him good.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
That game against the Redskins, that
on 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mahomes.
2 drives in a row, Mahomes.
What's going on? At the 45-yard line. The tight end Kelce was the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And running back Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings, and he should love what they're putting in for him in 2019. This is a run-first, run-heavy offense as dictated by their head coach. Dalvin Cook should get more than enough carries to threaten 1,000 yards rushing this season.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Yeah, and today's game was a good run game for Dalvin Cook. He was over
So how about this for
111
field
yards.
position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Down to the 6-yard line.
Cousins was mostly at like 98 yards passing, but
6 yards on that last
was a
play.
good
Here's
game.
2nd and 4. A toss to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yeah, final play.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll get
And Abdullah's in for the
touchdown.
He's getting his yards back.
Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Abdullah's
And they're
first.
able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
2 touchdowns in the first.
Bailey down and
Mahomes,
kick
what are
this
you
one
doing?
away.
You're on the. Is this showing
in the end zone.
mostly the
And
curse of
he'll
the
elect
Madden
not to
cover for
return
Mahomes in
this
this
one, so
game?
they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield, because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions?
Oh,
Is he getting
face
fooled by
mask.
defenses?
Great.
They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Come on, Wayne. You're one of the best
Officials
corners
so
on the Vikings.
cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's what
An
Mahomes
excellent
can
way
do.
to start the
He
drive
can-
there, 18 yards.
He can make. Fuck. He can switch field pretty quickly. That's what Mahomes can
Mahomes
do.
now on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this inside the
My users,
35-yard line.
they're not that good.
It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10
Rhodes,
now
you
from
should have
about
caught
the 32.
that. But that is Rhodes' close bait there.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Vikings pick up the football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
That's what Harrison can do. That's why he is an X factor for the Vikings.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. From the 32
love
now,
that.
here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook.
Oh, God.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I know for me, I do love the pitch plays. I do love them. That's why I use them a lot.
On second down, Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. The open man is Smith. And they
there we
work
go,
this
guys.
well upfield across
Smith.
the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
All right, switch plays, switch yards.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Oh, and he got stepped
14-yard
out.
gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
We don't talk about it very often.
I like
Sometimes
quick plays
there's a
and I like
different
this stretch
intensity when
play.
you start
This
the
stretch
second
play
half, which
is
can manifest
also
itself
my
in some
favorite.
sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, God.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Abdullah, you got this, man? Pretty sure he does.
The second down run for Abdullah.
Oh,
and he
God.
only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh,
He's taken
Steven.
down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes
I almost ran
He
into that
goes
tree.
down just inside the 20.
I was like trying to pay attention, trying
Frank
to
Clark
scramble a little
picks
bit.
up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stick back to pass. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
He's gone.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I need some scoring before that happens.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's a
DJ Ham.
Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Smith
catches left side. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play.
Oh, Cook.
And he will score.
And he's in.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
The thing is, how does Bailey have
just
grass stains on him?
drive that time. And
That's all I can think of.
The touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Hey, Slaughter.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Oh, he's going for a Hail Mary.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started with a rematch of last year's infamous double doink game in the NFC wildcard round. Chicago on the road this time, taking on Philadelphia. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we'll head west to check on the other team in the Keystone State, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Andrew Luck has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Kenny Stills, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, hopefully this time I don't throw a pick six. Because that play, oh God, I did not like that.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
I don't know how Dalvin Cook couldn't catch Mateo.
And we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Whatever you say his last name.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Make sure
they have the ball here for the inaugural drive in the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
I'm surprised that they didn't say any run.
Right? I don't want to create more shape than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Mahomes will try again on second down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
I hit the
3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Before.
This
Bar,
offense
what do you think you're doing, man?
Conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. There he goes. Right
that
side.
was a good one.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it
You
past
can
the
barely
25
find any
and
holes
up to the
nowadays
28-yard
when you
line.
do the punt return, or kick returns or anything.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. For the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game. But this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl IV, 8, 9, and 11, but went 0 for 4 in those affairs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now there's something that the Vikings love to do, too, and that's choke. Vikings love choking at a final time.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stick flushed out right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Abdullah. And he will take
Abdullah for a second
for a Viking touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I didn't mean not
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started.
Oh, yes,
Hendricks.
Hendricks got that.
After scoring that 1st touchdown,
I'm
the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Oh, got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I wish they did a lot better job when he's switching.
Well, with Damian Williams, it's
Because I
notable
would
that
thought
the
that
Chiefs
it
didn't
was
make a
good
play
to
to
a
go after
person
big
that's
time
like
running
more
back
to
in
the
the
bounce.
offseason. The coaching
The
staff
person
said back
but
in May
sometimes
they
switches
didn't
to
want
somebody
him
that
back
is
committee. They
on
trusted
the
Williams to be
opposite
their
side.
starter.
Ooh,
You remember
Tyreek.
last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3
he's
games
in
of the
pain.
season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
He is in pain. You hate to see that, though. You hate to see that in games and anything. I know it's still a game, but you hate to see a third player going down.
Mahomes, and it's a fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. Down the numbers, there he goes.
Oh,
bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
I wonder who caused the fumble, though. Yeah, I was like trying to make sure no one touched me. Oh, it was Harrison that caused it.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point.
Harrison caused the fumble.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
I just want to get my defense a little rest still. That's probably why.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook.
Ooh,
and the Chiefs
Cook.
D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Stick looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And
that was
incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mostly.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
That's like 3 fumbles the Chiefs have had.
That's fielded in the end
3
zone.
fumbles,
And
2
no
picks.
run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard
They have not had a good game
line.
today.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Yeah, turnovers has been a main thing for the Chiefs offense.
Just come through the air.
A
But in a
big
sense,
main
that just
thing.
sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Sammy
That
Watkins.
throw good for 4. It's
I wonder
second
how
down.
I think the Chiefs have played or
You
if they're
got the
playing
big
right
lead
now. I can't
defensively.
remember.
Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your
There's
tackle.
a lot of games
Tackle
on
them after the catch,
at that trouble
inbounds,
clock
keep
time
the
period.
clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch.
Oh,
Able to
the
work this to the
user throw.
25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up the first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, sometimes you want to
take
down
big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've got
They will take it on. Chiefs touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Oh, shoot.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter,
really
they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Cook following the penalty. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
Ooh, on the 2. That is a good one.
Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And for them, the amount of takeaways that they've had in this game, I mean, it's the story of this contest.
And what a story it is for them, because what we've been seeing, you feel horrible for the guys on offense because they feel like it's just a total breakdown at this point. But that was caused by what they've done on defense. Attacking at all angles, faster to the football, popping it free, making plays. It's actually a joy to watch if you like great defensive football.
On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Up by 18. I know I'm just mostly trying to focus at this point.
As we welcome you back.
They're trying to stay focused, don't try anything.
Consolation score. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes caught left side, Williams. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain, he gave a yard.
Need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast
I was going to say,
didn't it?
if they're going to go for it, that would be a stupid idea.
When they throw the ball, it's either going to be a
punching
touchdown
it
or a
kind of a smart
They
idea.
like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Carson Wentz with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way.
Ooh.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Gain of 3.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. A nice little juke. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game.
It's a lot better game than what it was against the Redskins.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for the Vikings, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Alright, I'm going to leave this here, and if you guys liked it, smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.